7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Bria Ward, Cedric Owens, Matt Smiley, and Anthony Robbins. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Back again, episode number 17, I think, and I hope, because that's what I titled it. If it's not, it's wrong. But yeah, we in here about to do it up for y'all one more time. Everybody good?
Hell yeah.
Matt not here, so
Hashtag boy tie that dick.
that's an inside thing, Bruh Nation.
Taekwondo that
we ain't
dick.
gonna put y'all in on it though. Y'all don't
Please
deserve
don't.
that.
Dear
Y'all don't
God,
deserve
please
that.
don't.
Plus, I like Bria being on the show, so she'll leave.
I will. Without hesitation.
She'll leave Bria like, my mama listen to this show sometimes for 5 seconds.
Hey, that's how you got here. Mama had the Muay Thai that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's not
What we
too
talking-
much. That's not
what we
necessarily
talking
true.
about
What,
today?
what if you an artificially inseminated baby?
Man, Bria mama old as shit.
I'm just talking about people in
You
general.
don't know my mama.
Oh yeah. Today on Bruh Listen, Bria versus Tank.
They ain't had no artificial insemination in the 80s.
They had
Why they
artificial
didn't?
insemination since 1950
Them
something,
niggas
boy.
ain't had no money for that. That
What?
shit costed money back then.
But still, some people they
That
back
costed money though, right?
No, but they did it for free. We gonna have to talk about this.
Oh,
on Bruh
they
Listen after
tested
dog.
niggas. Yeah, we gonna
Yeah,
talk
they
about
wanted
that,
to
'cause
do that.
I'm gonna
whatever.
take nothing that a cracker give me
That's
for
right.
free.
We need to have a show about that. How black people don't have enough babies. We need to have a show about that.
We say what now?
We don't have
We don't
enough
have
babies.
enough babies.
Do we have enough babies?
Bria.
Then we'll title it like that.
Bria Award. What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
I don't know what's going on.
Yo, you did the radio host voice. You can't do that. I do that.
That was good though.
That was
radio.
good.
I don't know what the hell you talking about.
No, because like the black population is low, and
I
it's
figured that's why you
decreasing,
were saying that.
And
Okay.
we are no longer the number 2 minority or whatever.
Well, we gotta
intern Bud
have money for babies
Intern
first.
Bud here or whatever. When did sperm banks start or whatever? Oh my goodness, Cedric. But okay, so sperm banks started. They started to freeze sperm and do sperm bank stuff in the mid 1800s. In 1866, a man named Montageza was the first to envision banks for frozen human sperm. He suggested that a man dying on the battlefield may begot a legal heir for his semen frozen and stored at home. So what they basically started it for, thank you, Intern Bud. Intern Bud here, y'all. What they started it for was dudes dying on the battlefield, and they would basically get them off and put their sperm in a cup and then take it so they can still have kids. You
Well,
see what I'm saying?
that makes a lot of sense. I don't know how we started the show off like this.
I don't either.
All right.
I don't know, but it's an
how we
interesting
got-
fact.
Sure.
It was an
Okay.
interesting fact because
All right.
that's not what this show about, y'all. Bruh Nation,
At
this show
all.
is not about that at all.
Not our topic.
I had was looking at some stuff this week or whatever. 2 things that got me to the topic. The topic that we're going to talk about today is the stop snitching culture within the black community. And the 2 things that got me there was, number one, all these white people calling the police on black people, which is just the epitome of snitching. That's dry snitching. We're going to break down snitching for y'all later and give y'all the different types of snitching. But that's dry snitching. But then also a coworker of mine recently just passed away. She was pregnant. She got shot and she passed away. And then here in Jacksonville, there's been a whole bunch of murders up until this midpoint of the year or whatever. And all of them are unsolved or whatever. And nobody in the community or anybody stepping up saying that, hey, this is why this is happening, or we know what happened or whatever. And I think it has to do with the whole stop snitching mentality. So I wanted to talk about that. So Tank, what do you think about the stop snitching culture, bro?
What Cameron said. If it's a serial killer next door, I ain't saying shit.
Oh, man. That's how you feel?
Hell no.
I'm about to say, oh, shit.
What's wrong with these dumb ass niggas? But I don't know. A lot of this shit, a lot of the killings is beef between these youngsters
people, right?
and shit. So I don't know. Do I get involved? I guess if you're a regular civilian, then the right thing to do is to snitch. If you live in that life, then no, you don't snitch because that's what comes with that life. That's part of the code. So no, you can't just be the nigga in the hood known for going and calling the police on everybody.
Bro, what you think?
Gonna get fucked up.
I'm not for the whole don't snitch thing. I think that if something needs to be told and people are doing wrong and you murdering people, then say what you got to say. Like I'm not supportive of don't tell because we want to keep it in the community. I mean, I understand that, but how are we ever going to progress and get murder and things like that out of our community if people don't start saying something?
That's how I feel. I feel like it's part of the reason why the black community is not progressing. Is the whole stop snitching culture as a whole now?
Stupid.
I think it's a myth though, because niggas do snitch. It's just a thing that niggas like to say. How you say everybody here seen First 48.
Nah,
Everybody here seen
okay,
First 48.
good. I'm glad you brought up
And
First 48.
with most cases or whatever, somebody snitch. That's how people get caught. So it is a lot of snitch. Even though they just
I
like
don't
to
think
say
it's
don't
enough.
snitch.
I don't think it's
snitch.
enough.
That's
and
just
then,
some shit
and
they
then
like to say.
like what we saying with the whole, like you said, First 48. When I watch First 48, it's so many times that they talking to a dude or they talking to somebody and the person was there and they like, I ain't seen nothing. But you live in the murder happened in the yard
Who
at
the
5 o'clock in
fuck?
the afternoon.
Wait a minute, who the fuck gonna be on? You got the big ass TV camera right there, and you know.
But
did
that-
you see
actually,
I wouldn't
anything?
say nothing.
Even when the
If
camera
Come
not,
on.
even when the camera not there, I know they say that junk, bro.
No.
There's
No.
definitely a stop. There is definitely a culture of don't snitch, don't tell. And my thing is,
I don't
okay,
know, man.
do we like? I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. Do we like having drug houses in the community? Do we like having dudes in the community that's robbing and kicking in doors and shit like that?
Hell no. What kind of drug have we
No,
talking about
right?
here?
It don't even matter because we don't
'Cause
like
everybody
it.
know.
Weed
But if you know,
is different,
but if you know
but
it's a crack house, you
Crack,
stay
exactly.
here and you know it's a crack house on your corner right there, and nobody ever says anything.
that's the thing. Like
Ever.
bro. We from freaking 45th and Grand Park, respectively, or whatever, right?
Right.
Both of us growing up knew where the crack house was. Nobody, the whole neighborhood knew where the crack house was. Shoot, Brill, you from Nova? I know. I got family in Nova. Y'all know where the crack house is, right or wrong? Yeah, but do anybody call on the crack house?
Well,
but how you gonna say you want it out your community?
This is the thing. Everybody in the community know where the crack house is. You could believe the police also knows where the crack house
Another
is. So
good
you
point.
could call the police.
That's
and
a whole different. That's a whole
No,
different
but
thing.
but you're saying call the police. All right, the police already know that
Here's
this is
the
the crack
thing,
house.
though.
When you call the police, what are you going to tell them? This the crack house. Somebody selling crack here. All right, man, we know that.
Right. Okay. Here go why though. Here's the difference. When you call, they have to act. If nobody's calling, they know it's there. But police like to build cases. Same thing where they'll find out you stealing some shit and they'll let you steal for 2 years.
They need witnesses and they need like evidence
Right.
and things like that. So
They can't just
yeah.
be like, oh, we think it's a crack house, so we gonna kick a dough in. But if 18 people in the hood done called
Call
and
and say,
I
hey,
seen crack
this is the
activity,
issue.
then they got reasonable cause to kick in a dough.
Then why do crack house those get kicked in all the time?
Yeah, when
houses
they get enough
kicked in all the
evidence
time.
up, but most of the
you
time
know how-
they kick
but
in
it
because
takes
they
them
don't.
a while.
How do
It
they
takes
get
them-
evidence up?
I about to say most of the time it's because they sold to undercover.
Yeah, usually that's
That's usually what it
No.
is.
But it takes them years for them to even get to the point where they can go and kick in a door
I don't
because they
know,
gotta
maybe-
like build a case.
No, it don't take years. When they want to move on it, they'll move on it when they want to. I don't know why they feel like maybe it caused a problem. Maybe it was a murder. They might be linked to it or some shit. But if it's just a crack house right there, I don't know how many complaints. They ain't fucking with it unless it's really doing some shit that's going to get their attention. If somebody just going in and buying crack, the police ain't fucking with them.
Well, that's
This
how
just shit that I seen.
it does take time. That's just how the criminal justice system is. Like
Hell
they feel
no,
like
Bria.
that's how they are. I don't agree with it, but they feel like they have to build the
Build a
case. They have to
case.
get a bunch of evidence. They got to get a bunch of witnesses for it to be strong when they go to court.
And Bria,
I ain't
now
got that-
remember
I ain't-
Bria in the criminal justice field now.
Yeah, I know. I hear saying that shit. That shit don't take years.
It shouldn't take
No, I know.
years,
I
but
said
yeah.
don't take years. When they want to get a warrant, they go to the judge. We want
It's
to
just
get
like,
this warrant.
okay, I'll give you an example. And this ain't got nothing to do with crack houses or stop snitching, but with Jared, the Subway guy, right? They knew 2 years before he got arrested that he was into child porn and human trafficking for children or whatever, right? But they waited 2 years and let him fuck with kids for 2 years
Just so they can get
just
their
so they can
money.
build a case. So that show you how the police think in general or whatever. What's more important, getting a big case on this dude so we can do a big bust or stopping it right then? Because I feel like as soon as you find out that somebody is involved in human trafficking with babies and fucking using baby porn,
Take 'em to
you need to
jail.
take them to jail right
That's it.
then, not wait 2 years till you build a case. But they waited 2 years till they built a case. They went through that man's computer and they had over 10,000 or some odd sexual explicit pictures of children. when they first found out about it, I bet it wasn't that many in there, but they let them keep building them up. That's sick, bro. That's sick. So
Because they want like big cases.
right. It's just like with JSO the other day. They kicked
About
in the
glory.
dough. They kicked in the dough and they had the little like 8 bags of weed and some drugs and stuff, and they took pictures of it. Like they take pictures, be like, look at how much money we confiscated out this and did it. Man, we don't care about all that, man. Do your job, clean up the streets. And I do think it's something to be said. Going on to the next part of stop snitching, I think there's different types of snitching. Some are necessary, some are not, or whatever. Dry snitching. That's like when you at work or whatever, and you steal some time off the clock, right? And your coworker who don't own the company or whatever, he go tell on you. Brill stealing time. Nigga, you dry snitching. That's not necessary. It don't hurt nobody but the company. It's a victimless crime. The company is the victim. Don't nobody care about y'all corporations. We don't.
anyway.
We just don't. So that's a victimless crime. You dry snitching. Or, for example, if somebody smoking weed on the beach or whatever, and they not bothering nobody, they just sitting there smoking their blunt, and you go tell the police, he's smoking weed on the beach. You dry snitching. It's a crime that's not hurting nobody. But when you know that somebody murdered somebody, dude, why you gonna let a murderer run around the community? Like, that don't make sense. What type of communities we want to build? What do we want to portray? And I'm telling you, back in the day, man, the last 2 weeks now, I done went to this. If you go back to the 60s and 50s and stuff like that, before like crack infiltrated our community and stuff, I guarantee black people didn't stand for that type of stuff.
I agree.
There was no crack houses or drug houses or dope houses in the black community back then, unless it was really, really slummy.
Yeah, well, I guess for me, since I've been around a lot of killers and shit, I guess it depends on the murder that happened and everything that go along with it. Shit, everybody ain't no detective. Shit, maybe the niggas, maybe some of the niggas should have got.
If you don't know,
killed,
don't snitch.
should have got shot, or it's some gang related shit that
If you
I
don't
ain't
know,
got
don't
no
snitch.
business getting into.
That's how I feel. If you don't know, don't snitch. But if you know, you gotta say something, bro. If you see something, you gotta say something.
Nah, I ain't got to say nothing.
I think you do,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Got to.
I feel like we
Got to.
contradicting ourselves as black people, though, saying we want this good community and why our community messed up. And then if we don't clean it up, I'm telling you what white people gonna do in Queens Harbor. Okay, if you in Queens Harbor and you do some illegal shit, guess what they gonna do? They gonna call on you. They going to the homeowners association. Hello, yes. Hello, it's Steve Wattenberg. Yes.
Well, that's different though, because suburban, everybody in the subdivisions and all of that, everybody they're gonna switch. So
But that's not a black community.
Why it ain't? I'm in the subdivision. That's the black community.
But see, that's mixed. I'm talking
No.
about.
This is mostly niggas.
We
What are we
talking about. Okay,
What we talking about?
where you live at is not 100% black.
Nigga is 95% black.
Okay,
We got like 3 houses with
and
crackers in
okay,
it.
it's 95% black.
And you know I'm done. It's a lot of subdivisions where if it ain't 95% black, it's 100% black.
Okay.
And it's nice
But here
subdivision.
go another,
Them niggas gonna
here
snitch.
go another thing you run into with that problem with living in your subdivision. Them niggas think they ain't in the hood no more. So it's a different mentality
It's a
over
different
there.
mentality.
They not even
And
gonna let the crime move in. So don't
Yeah.
why your neighborhood that's not in the hood get to be nice, but the hood that we still trying to bring people out of, we gonna let
Hey,
them
man,
suffer.
Well,
in the
that's the
hood,
difference,
go ahead,
though. You
Lauren.
got
Yeah.
people in that type of hood. They're like used to that life, so they don't think twice about. They don't think twice about it. It's like, oh, another person got shot today. Oh, some person selling crack
And
on
that's
the
the
street.
problem.
They
That's
just
true,
used
though.
to it.
So the
It's
stop
like-
snitching shit is for the hood.
It's like what you said
It
yesterday.
has
when we was
to do
talking
with the
about-
money level.
What you said,
Maybe.
yeah, because you know what
Yeah.
we said
Yeah.
yesterday. Yesterday, me and Tank was talking about this last night or whatever when we was chilling, and Tank said that stop snitching is not for civilians. So what he mean by that? If you a gangster and you in a gang or you involved in the criminal activity,
That's who that's for.
don't snitch. That's part of your shit. But if you a civilian, your suburb niggas that's out there barbecuing, hey, tell them how you doing. Y'all need to tell on everybody.
I'm telling on
But
the
that's
man.
the thing, though. These people in the hood, they feel like they not civilians, but
Yeah.
they are, bro.
And then they feel like it's. They feel like it's.
That's it. Donald, Bud, intern
tell you
Bud
something
just
about
said
this
Donald,
mad dad
Donald
dude.
Ford sick of your shit. You know who
This-
Donald Ford is? Okay, for everybody out there that don't know who Donald Ford in Jacksonville,
Yeah, ambulance chaser.
we have we have a group of it's called Mad Dads, and it's basically black men in the community that want to put an end to all the crime and the murder and stuff like that.
They pop up after a nigga get shot.
Okay, so Tank don't like them. Clearly. So, intern Bud just said he just emailed the show and said he's sick of Tank shit. So,
let me tell you something. I seen this nigga a long time ago.
Donald Ford?
When he was running for
Mayor,
governor.
Yeah.
Some
running for mayor.
No shit. I asked him why should I vote for him? Why should you give him a vote? He couldn't give me no damn answer or whatever. No,
he can't give you an answer of why you should vote for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't think he should be.
I had time.
Right? What you running
Well,
for? If you don't know
time.
why people should vote for you.
Listen, I'm not gonna say I don't have a problem with Donald Ford and what he do within the community. I think it's cool. He want to stop crime in the community. I support that.
Let me get my beef after you.
I just don't think he should be the mayor of Jacksonville. But go ahead.
This is my beef with the Mad Dad. I need to see your presence when it's not a nigga getting popped. Because if you only popping up after a nigga get popped randomly and you pick which ones you want to show up after, then it's like, all right, what we doing here?
Now,
that's
and
like
you want
Al
publicity,
Sharpton only showing
or
up.
is you really doing this for the community?
in his defense, him and Nat Glover, when Nat Glover was sheriff, they used
like
to walk.
Nat Glover.
They used to walk the communities.
Why can't people do that now? You know what I'm saying?
Like we
what's
don't
the
have no
difference?
leaders.
What you got people out there like this Mad Dad
Mad
thing?
Dad. That's why I think they should be doing. That's my
right.
beef with them.
You should be doing that all the time, not just when it's public or not when it's a big story.
You have to understand, like with politicians and shit like that, the shit is public because they want to use it to their advantage.
Well, yeah.
And this goes back to what we was talking a few episodes ago about the church thing, right? It's a church on every corner. Why y'all ain't walking the community? Way to outreach like that. Go through the hood.
Most niggas Christians.
Yeah,
So,
and even if you're a thug, that's a good point. I'm glad you
Even
said
if
that.
you're a thug, you're
Even
Christian.
if you're a thug, you believe in God. So why don't y'all just walk through? You know what'd be powerful? I think a powerful message to believers and Christians and stuff like that. If you're a church, right? Just y'all get together with your choir and just walk through the hood singing gospel songs.
I think that'd be great.
That'll have an impact on, because them thug niggas believe in God.
Yep.
So do you get a thug nigga that cry and find the Holy Ghost, it might change his life.
especially during summertime, boy.
Hell
Hot out
yeah,
chill.
it's hot, and y'all showing that dedication. Just walk through the hood singing gospel songs or whatever, and just put that spirit out there. Get your 40, 50, 60 people, march through the hood, sing some gospel songs or whatever, and then all y'all march, and if everybody join the march, y'all go somewhere and give out meals or something like that, right?
That's actually a really good idea.
It is a really good idea because I'm good at this.
Look at you.
The only reason I'm not a preacher is because I respect people.
Fuck that. We need to
I could
start
be a
this
millionaire.
hustle, boy.
Yeah, boy, I could be a millionaire. I can go be a preacher
need
right
to
now.
start
Okay,
hustle.
we're
And be
gonna
a
stop
millionaire.
now.
But no, I won't do it because I'm real. I don't want to take advantage
Can
of
we
people.
validate your house as a church and then you won't have to pay any taxes on
Well,
it?
we might be able to. Because I don't believe in God, so that mean me false preaching. You see what I'm saying? Now, if people want to come listen to me be a motivational speaker or
Yeah.
do something like that, I'm down with it. But believe it or not, bro, that's harder to do than being a preacher because people respect you automatically when somebody say you're a pastor.
Yeah, true.
It's like a title. It's like being a doctor. But if I say I'm just Anthony Rogers and I just want to help y'all, they're like, who is this nigga? I can't even get y'all to like the damn podcast. We got 27 followers on YouTube. Say what? Say what? Okay.
time.
It do take time. But I'm saying though, it wouldn't take time if I was Pastor Rogers from Epiphany Baptist Church.
Epiphany
and
Baptist
and this was a Epiphany Baptist Church podcast, and I came on here every Saturday and was like, today we're gonna focus on the light that shines within.
And stop snitching,
and
niggas.
stop snitching. Or whatever,
I like
blah, blah,
that
blah, blah,
motherfucker.
blah.
Who this
and
nigga?
we would be
Hold
have hundreds of thousands of things.
The nigga on Facebook, that's a pastor that be doing the cussing.
Oh, the cussing pastor.
Boy, I love this nigga here. I go there in the church
Again,
tomorrow.
another pastor that ain't doing shit.
Oh, he's doing a lot with me.
Where is he at?
Tennessee, I think.
I
Oh,
don't
in
know.
Tennessee?
Yeah, but you know, most ignorant niggas from somewhere ignorant. Tennessee, you trash as a
But
state.
he
As
was
a
on
whole.
Facebook and
Agreed.
he had pastor beef. And he
Yeah.
was
Pastor
like,
beef.
I'm not a faggot. I like pussy. And,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
did
and
say
God
that.
told me to send you this message, you bitch.
He did.
I like, boy.
Yeah, he did. Tank not lying. If y'all don't believe Tank, look up cursing
Boy, that
pastor
shit real, boy.
or whatever. But see, my thing about that dude, okay, it might be unorthodox, right? But it's a lot of people who fuck with him. And look at Tank. Tank don't even believe in stuff, but he liked the dude.
Hey,
now
man.
that's his opportunity to open that window and do something
And
for
do something.
change.
Wow.
But instead of doing stuff for change, we always do it to line our pockets. Look at these mega pastors like Cleflo Dollar and stuff like that or whatever. Where they at with the stop snitching thing? Atlanta have crime like a motherfucker.
And I feel like that's not really our topic, but I feel like
We can talk about
pastors-
whatever we want to.
You're right. I feel like pastors feel like they have to stay out of things that happen in the world. Like they feel like they can preach the word in the church and say what they have to say about the Bible, but they don't want to bring the real into the church and talk about things that are actually affecting.
And that's the complete opposite of what they need to do.
Exactly.
Because you need to be a leader within the community.
Right.
And that's my thing about this stop snitching thing. See, I think one of the problems with stop snitching and how it affects the black community is because I don't think we have a community no more, dude. Like I feel like back in the day, in the 50s, 60s, and early 70s, there was a black community. We had leaders, we had standards, we had things that went on. Now it's fucking chaos.
Well, that's because back then we used to stick together because we had to.
Right.
But nowadays, people are complacent, they get handouts, and they get comfortable and with what's going on, and so people don't stick together anymore.
But these niggas complacent even if they ain't getting no handouts.
That's true.
Niggas just accept what they have when they born into it. Like, we got to do better, man. Like, the stop snitching thing, though, I think is really important, bro.
But when you have a community like this, you have to give them some type of hope or something to look forward to or to look at. You know, people back then, they had Martin Luther King, they had Malcolm X, but now, who we looking up to?
That's what
you get what I'm
we
saying?
say this at least like once every 2 shows.
We do, yeah. We do.
Who is the leader, man? Who gonna step up and be like, yo, this not okay, this not cool or whatever? And you know what? Something that Tank always say, and it always rings in my head every time I hear about a murder, about a nigga killing another nigga over some crack or over some bullshit or whatever. Man, George Zimmerman is on the street chilling, selling paintings of him killing Trayvon Martin for thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars and stuff like that, making his living.
Still walking.
Freaking all these white dudes who killed these dudes, or what are these cops dudes, they walk free, they go to the store every day and everything. But the leaders of these gangs and these hood niggas that care so much about the black community, they issue a warrant for Kanye West's head when he fucking talked to Donald Trump, but y'all ain't say nothing about the nigga who killed Tamir Rice.
Which is crazy.
Y'all the problems. These niggas the problems, bruh. Kill the real killers, bruh. Like, the real killers is the problem.
Until niggas realize that they got self-hate and shit. Because you got
Come on.
These crackers got us, well, the shit that been happening, but slavery, the Jim Crow, all this shit psychologically, like memory and shit is embedded in your DNA. So all the trauma of the slaves and all of that shit, they say slavery no matter who 400 years ago, all that shit is embedded in your genetic makeup.
And some people don't even realize it.
Yeah, until you realize that, you still in the fucking matrix, and that's why you want to kill this nigga instead of.
That's what I always say, man.
George
the first
Zimmerman.
part about being woke is you have to realize that you hate yourself because you black.
I'm like, I don't hate myself.
Yeah, they always say that. But nigga, I thought when I got woke, bro, I had realized that shit. I was like, damn, I hate myself. And I used to think about shit I used to say or whatever. Oh, you run around here talking all ignorant and da 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 da. Just shit you used to say when you wasn't woke.
Even little shit like how I used to be embarrassed because another nigga was doing some nigga shit in front of white people. That shit still be like, you embarrassing us.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Now it's like,
yeah,
whatever,
not do it, nigga. Yeah, but back in the day, you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
But don't do that.
Have some sense.
Everybody, grandma told them, don't act like this in front of you.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem.
Now I pull my dick out.
It's so many.
God damn it, here it is.
It's so many.
Dingo warrior.
It's Mandingo. A dingo warrior is Australian. That's a whole different thing.
Well, fuck.
That's
It's
white
niggas in Australia,
but they not dingoes.
Mandingo warrior, bitch.
It's actually
swinging.
Here goes something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna send you the video. I'll show you the video. But everybody out there, don't say Mandingo. Say Mandinga. Mandinga. Because Mandingo is the insult that the white people gave to the name of it. So Mandinga warrior. So whatever.
So, okay. Words have power.
Words do have power.
What did you do? Now, see, when you did your DNA thing, you went to them crackers, didn't you?
No.
And said, now what's the? It's because it's one that tell you your specific tribe.
That's the African one. Because the ancestry
one
one don't tell you your specific tribe. It just tell you like what part of Africa you from, like West Africa.
You got to find out.
You can go. Derek Hott just did it. The nigga who used to chill with Slim. I'll link you up with it or whatever. But when I did it, like I said, I was in school. And they was just starting it out. So they did it for us, and it was a whole different thing. I didn't go through any of the little things. But my boy just did it, and he found out that he was from the same tribe as us, actually, in Cameroon or whatever. So that's what's up. That nigga don't look like us, though. I bet he got more massa in him than we do.
Oh my goodness.
It's true. But you know what though? Bad it is though, you gotta have pride in your community and you have to have pride in yourself. This go back to like what I'll be saying about protesting all the time. I don't eat Chick-fil-A. It ain't fucking hard. It ain't hard to say, hey, I believe in something, I'm gonna stand up for it.
It's hard.
It's
sorry.
what for Chick-fil-A?
Not eating Chick-fil-A.
You sound like Edson,
Chick-fil-A
man.
is
We was just talking about them
amazing.
Howleys.
Never had
I almost gave in the other day. I was like, I can't do it.
I don't get what's so good about Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is
okay.
amazing.
Zaxby tastes better.
Zaxby's.
Popeyes tastes better. I just gave you 2 other chicken
You
options.
said Popeyes tastes better?
Then Chick-fil-A? Come on,
I
partner.
love me some Popeyes.
Love that chicken of my mind. It's fucking delicious. My thing is, here go the thing though. When it's like I stopped eating Papa John's because of the whole NFL thing and how
I don't
the
eat Papa
things he
John's
said
anyway.
or whatever. Papa John's good now.
I like
But
Domino's.
it's
Yeah.
good. If you talking about fast food pizza, it's the best fast food pizza.
5 stars better than
Five-star
Papa
ain't
John's.
well, you have to live in this community for 5-star. Shout out to 5-star pizza. Okay, but see, that's my thing though. Even though Chick-fil-A may be delicious, which I only like their chicken biscuits. I don't like nothing else. But even though Chick-fil-A may be delicious, if Popeyes came out and was like, yo, black lives don't matter, I'm not eating Popeyes no more. And you know I love Popeyes, man. But you know what? It's not hard because I care about my people. You should care. It should be something you take more pride in. Same thing with this stop snitching thing. Shouldn't be hard. You should care about your people. If I see you murder somebody, I'm telling on your ass.
Well, maybe
Period.
we just need a rejuvenation, like something to help us have pride again.
The first thing we need to do
You
is
know
get
what
a
I mean?
leader.
Like, yeah.
Well, now wait a minute. Now wait.
Come on, LeBron.
Now wait, man. Now, if you see somebody murder somebody, you telling on them. I don't know the whole situation.
It don't matter what the situation is.
I don't
You
know the
murder
story.
somebody if they, bruh. It don't matter what the situation is.
I don't
See,
know
then
the
it just
story.
boils down to right or wrong. If I see somebody on the street get murdered and I saw who
I'm
it was,
telling
I'm
you.
going
I
to the
don't know.
police station and say, hey, he
Hey.
looked like this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And here go
I don't
the
know.
thing. Here go the thing, cuz I don't know the
care
situation,
about
but
the
guess what?
situation.
If it was self-defense or whatever, it'll sort itself out.
No,
No,
go.
maybe
But
it
I'm not gonna
won't.
watch
You
you.
think it will, but maybe it won't.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not watching you kill nobody and just be like, well, it ain't got
Now,
nothing
what
to
if
do
it
with
was self-defense and now he the other dude dead and now he going to jail for 20 years
He
and it was
should be able to
self-defense?
prove self-defense.
How? He ain't got no money. You in the hood, he poor. He ain't got no lawyer.
If I see somebody get robbed, I damn sure telling on
If
you.
you see somebody getting robbed, oh yeah, nigga, you robbing.
I'm telling
you,
you right
you
now.
might rob me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Murder, that's murder is something that's more personal
me-
that I don't know the constructs of, and like I said, I don't know what the fuck y'all got. I'm staying out of it unless you some fucking serial killer. So you just going around terrorizing the fucking community. All right, if not,
But if you see
I'm gonna
somebody-
let the police do their
If
job.
you see somebody kill somebody and
But
they
police
is a serial
don't do their
killer-
job.
Yes, they do. How many niggas locked up? There's
But
lots
that's
of
the whole-
niggas
But that's the
locked
whole
up.
thing. That's the whole thing, though. It
These
don't
cases
matter.
get
Don't
solved.
murder nobody, dog.
I'm just saying these cases get solved without me. All right, they're gonna
And
get
a lot
solved.
of them don't.
No,
the reason why I
police
brought
don't
this
do
up.
their real job.
Yeah.
The niggas that's in jail, half of them don't even need to be in jail for real. And
Yeah.
they're not locking the people up that need to be locked,
locked up, right?
Hey,
They're
man.
doing the opposite of what their job is.
See, I don't know, maybe if he wouldn't have killed him, then he would have killed him. I just sometimes I let the
You
streets.
can't murder
I let
people,
the
though,
streets
bro.
judge themselves.
You can't murder
Why not?
people because it's fucking wrong.
It's wrong.
There's a lot of stuff that's wrong. I ain't got to
Sure
call the
is.
police.
And you know
There's
what's
a lot
one
of
of
the
the-
stuff that people do wrong that ain't got nothing to do with
They
me.
go one of my quality values about being an atheist, right? I don't believe in that whole one sin ain't greater than the other bullshit. It is greater sins or whatever. I feel like there's greater offenses than the other. If you stealing some candy bars from the damn corner store, that is nowhere near as egregious as fucking taking somebody's life.
Wrong is wrong is the point of that.
Yeah, well, wrong is the point.
Wrong
of
is
that.
wrong, and you
But
tell on everybody
I don't
for
care about that.
everything.
That's why I don't.
So
that's why I
now you
don't
got to
believe
pick and
that.
choose. So when you pick and choose
No,
and you
I'm
put
picking-
that in there,
I'm picking-
then
what's
I
wrong
get to
with the
pick and
world
choose
now?
too.
I'm picking
Everybody
and
wanna
choosing
It's
because
either-
I'm not a Christian.
Okay, but no, but even if you're not, if you're gonna pick and choose, then you can't then have an opinion about what I pick
If you
and choose.
did, a survey
That's true.
That's
with
all I'm
Christian,
saying.
if you did a survey with Christians and all, right?
Why we bring
How
Christians
many?
into this?
Because this is they one
You
sin
got
is
to.
not greater than the other thing is what I'm talking
I don't
about.
give a fuck about that.
If you did a survey with Christians and all, how many percentage of people do you think the survey would come back that says that murder is a worse crime than stealing a candy bar? 100%.
Let's say
Probably
murder.
not 100%.
Everybody will say murder is worse.
Okay, so then I don't want to hear about I'm picking and choosing because
All right.
we agree as
But
a society.
but you are
that
picking
it's
and
worse.
choosing. I mean,
We agree as a
that's not.
society.
I mean, it's not 100% was it. Maybe someone say all sin is the same, all that shit. But it don't matter if you're picking that. Okay, this is where you draw the line.
That's where I draw
All
the
right,
line.
that's where you draw the line. So how are you gonna tell me where I draw the line at.
Murder
you
is
draw
where
the
I
line at different
I
things.
draw the line at murder.
All right. Well,
And
who's right and who's wrong?
I'm crawling on your crack house too. Because if I'm in the hood and you got crack house, I'm calling on your
Well,
crack
that's the
house.
thing.
See,
Who's right and who is wrong?
I see your little badass
gray
kids running
areas.
out.
Too many gray areas. Wrong is wrong. Right is
That's
right.
what if you're going to
Too many gray
if you're
areas.
going to one, you
Right.
got
So
to do
you
it for
said call
all.
on everything, Bria, huh?
If it's
Wrong is
if you
wrong.
robbing a store,
If
it's
you
wrong.
robbing a store, I'm calling on your ass.
Now see,
That little black girl selling water without a permit is wrong.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
wrong. God damn it! Where your permit?
Now,
at,
wait a minute now, we gonna have
Wasn't
to
she
back
doing
this
it for
up.
like an organization or
I
something?
didn't know that. Law permit.
Well,
You don't need a permit to sell
You
water.
don't
You
need
sure
a permit
don't.
for that.
You don't.
Let's-
Like, see, this way white people get shit fucked up, and we gonna talk about white people snitching real quick because we got to talk about these white people. They wildin'. This is why white people get shit fucked up. Just because you know the rules don't mean you know how they apply or whatever. This is a capitalistic society. I don't need a permit to fucking to sell water. Just like I don't need a permit to cut yards. You don't need, like, if you're doing shit on a small scale, you don't need a permit. Permits are for large businesses and corporations or whatever.
I wouldn't even care if a nigga did need a permit. Why I'm worried about the shit.
Right. What you care about. But see, that's the thing, though.
That's the
White
yeah.
people worry about everything. Wrong is wrong, Cedric. Huh, you're out here. What? You're out
No,
here.
for them it's just a fact. I really think that she was just
For
trying to
them,
scare
it's
that little
that-
girl.
yeah,
She
it's
felt like, hey, I
niggas,
can
that's
call
what
the
it is.
cops. Yeah,
That's
can
where
call
they draw the
cops on
line at.
niggas for anything.
Well, that's what they
They
trying
draw
to
the
do.
they draw the
trying to-
line at niggas.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
trying to
basically.
they're trying to exploit the fact that when white people are feeling in peril or they feel in terror, they use the police as their advantage or whatever. You can go and come across D. Shout out to everybody. D just came in the building or whatever.
Well, you draw the line at murder. I draw the line at these niggas robbing and doing.
See,
all
here go
that.
my thing about the robbing thing too,
Well,
man.
we both snitch. Everybody gonna get one.
Yeah.
You tell on the murder, I tell on the robbing.
And then we
There
got
you
them all.
go.
We clean their ass up. I'm gonna tell you, my thing about the niggas who be robbing, man. I done 3 times came to my house and all my shit was gone. And that's a sick ass feeling, boy.
Ooh.
And all 3 times it was some young ass, dumb ass kids who willing to throw their life away over a few $100s in pawn shop money or whatever. And I'm telling you right now, that's a problem, bro. Like if you want to take somebody, it's different. See, here go my thing. Me and Cub may or may have not used to work for a big corporation, and we may or may have not used to take some of their electronics.
What that shit? Oh, I used to rob the shit out of Walmart.
Okay, yeah, it's over 7 years.
Yeah, that
Hell
shit
yeah.
over 10 years.
Okay, me and Tank used to work at Walmart, right? And we used to take all their shit, all their electronics and all that shit right there, whatever, right?
It's a good business.
Good business. We used to make a lot of money off that shit. My car was sweet because of that. But guess what? Victimless crime. Because guess what? Walmart ain't worried about the $400 I made from stealing the damn iPod Plus or whatever, right? That's different. Walmart, they got insurance on that shit. They can replace it. Just like a bank. If you rob a bank or whatever, that bank, your money ain't gonna go missing. If your bank get robbed and you go to the bank that same day, you still put money out
Yeah,
the bank.
this is a good thing now. So do we call and tell the police about if we know a bank robber? You supposed to snitch on that?
Yes.
Ooh, if he
Hell no.
Ooh, I
respect
I
you. I respect
Wrong
you.
is wrong.
Nah, bro,
Fuck
it ain't.
I don't care.
If ain't
Wrong
nobody
is
get
wrong.
hurt, if ain't nobody
Now,
get
if somebody
hurt,
get hurt,
if somebody get hurt,
if somebody get shot or somebody get hurt,
Yeah.
I'm calling.
Okay, so why would you not call because of that?
Say I'm in the bank getting robbed, right? Get your pussy ass on the floor. I'm on the floor. Oh my God, right? and he robbed the bank. He take the money, right? And he gone with the money, but ain't nobody in here get hurt. And he ain't treat none of us bad besides tell us get on the damn floor and get out of his way. I'm not even gonna tell the police. I'm not even gonna tell the police who
Why?
the hell he was,
Yeah,
how he looked, or
question.
nothing.
Why?
I could answer why.
But you shitted on yourself because you was scared.
I can answer why because I done been in those critical positions and I don't know what the fuck he got going on in his
He
life.
might be trying to
And this
feed
shit,
his family.
This shit might be detrimental.
I don't know
to
what
him.
that is.
It's just like with the ones that's coming across the
I
border.
know you
now.
disappointed in
It's just
us,
like
Bria.
the Mexicans that's coming across the border. Yeah, it's illegal to come across that border like that, but they got to do what
Oh,
the
that's
fuck
a
they
good
got to
point.
do.
Because I'm tell you right now, when I went to Corpus Christi for Gerald wedding, if I would have seen a Mexican swimming across the Gulf of Mexico coming ashore,
It's wrong.
Guess what
I'm not
do?
gonna tell.
You all right?
Yeah,
All right, then.
it's certain stuff.
Gotta
Sometimes
go in this
got to
hotel.
eat.
You want me to get you
Yeah.
some of this nasty ass chicken they serving here? Gerald, you got played for your wedding, boy. It costs too much.
Way
It costs too much.
too
Way
much.
too much.
Goodness.
But nah, because listen. Now, if he hurt somebody, all bets go off. I'm telling on you or whatever. But if you robbing a bank, bro, I don't know. It's just like if a nigga stealing apples, why should I tell on this nigga stealing apples? Because if you stealing apples, you hungry.
I hope you get away with it.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't care about corporations. I care about people. If I see a nigga robbing you, or you personally, because you done worked hard and earned that stuff and you can't get it back willy-nilly, that bank insured. Ain't none of that money even real. It don't even count. Soon as it come out the door as stolen, it's insured. It don't even exist no more.
I mean, I see what y'all saying. You saying you shouldn't snitch because these people getting their money either way.
Yeah.
I don't, like I said, I don't know what he got going on in his life. This shit might be detrimental that he get this money.
What's that movie with Denzel? Sorry ass. What's that movie?
John Q.
There it is. You
I
already knew
love
what I was
that
talking
movie.
about. Was he wrong?
Yeah, now, it might not be the level of needing a kidney, but it might be a level of I got to pay this rent.
Hey,
Or my family gonna be on
But
the
in
street.
John Q, nobody told on him. When Eddie Griffin and them boys, ain't nobody say nothing. Ain't nobody tell on them. That's not snitching, but that was an appropriate time to not snitch. But when you start talking about some damn, like, a nigga murdering somebody or they running in your house taking your shit, you better tell on their
Y'all
ass.
saying there has to be conditions. to
Yeah, you have to be hurting somebody. It is illegal to sell bottled water.
Yeah, because you don't know what the hell you putting in that
That
water.
shit made me break my pen. I was so angry.
That's what it boiled down to. Like, you got a health and shit. You can't just sell it.
Yeah.
She was in her right car.
No, Bud said she was in the right. That one wasn't in the right.
Lemonade stands are also illegal.
Yeah.
What? Started snitching, like, who the fuck care about you selling that shit?
Oh.
You know what? See, I know we're not talking about this, but this is why capitalism fucked up or whatever. Because capitalism is set up for rich people. And
course.
you need poor peons to do it. And anytime that a poor peon can find a way to bring himself up, they find a way to shut it
a way,
down
of
with their
course.
bullshit.
They don't wanna level the
Capitalism is
playing field.
bullshit. They know sometimes, all the
all the
time.
time.
Not all the time.
They don't want to level the
How
playing
many
field.
people
What
have
you
been
mean?
poor and now are rich or wealthy?
Not a lot.
A lot.
This
less
is
than
very
1%.
small percentage.
It's a lot.
You can't
But
say-
they don't
you
want
can't
that
say
percentage to
5%.
grow.
I ain't saying no percentages.
It's only 1% of people are rich.
You know that. Okay, now you know in America, if we make $34,000, we in the 1% of the world.
The world.
So
world.
what
But
what
because
are the
90% of
parameters
the world,
around?
That's because 90% of the world is poor.
I don't-
But,
what do we
but,
say? Okay.
but the world is not all capitalistic. I'm talking about in a capitalistic society, you need poor people for your shit
Of
to work.
course. Yeah, damn it, but that don't mean that you have to be poor.
Bruh, there should not be a
That's all
fucking
that means.
sanction of a permit for somebody to sell water.
Okay.
That's a
now, what if
contradictory
somebody
to what
selling
capitalism
water
is.
and then the water is tainted or something happens and people get sick?
Then they
That
get
happens
sick.
with major
That shit
corporations.
happens, yeah, then whatever.
That
I
happened
know,
to
but then you can
Aquafina.
have
That happened to
somebody-
Dasani.
Somebody could be held responsible.
If I'm selling bottles of water, that little girl ain't make the bottle, right? So if she's selling bottles of water from Winn Dixie or whatever, and the water and somebody gets sick, then they need to sue Winn Dixie
I think it's more.
because the little girl would have got sick if she would have consumed it in the house.
I think that the permits and all that thing is more for big like companies and shit, not like for little lemonade.
But
things.
Bud just showed us the thing. It's
it
illegal.
just happens to apply to them too.
Right. So
Right.
so it shouldn't.
it-
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
Well,
That's
that's
why
something that they
capitalism is
can change
bullshit.
or whatever.
You love capitalism. That shit ain't for us,
Yeah, you
bro.
can point out a whole bunch of bullshit in
Capitalism
other
ain't for
systems.
niggas, bro. It's not. It's not for black
Nah,
people.
well, no. See,
It's not. It's not, bro.
American imperialism and white supremacy is what stops.
America,
not the system
American,
of capitalism.
American imperialism and white supremacy invented capitalism.
incorporated in
capitalism
capitalism.
didn't even exist until America.
I know.
So
that's
white
one thing
supremacy.
America got right.
White
Capitalism.
No,
Got
they didn't.
right.
It would be right if it
Yeah, he
wasn't.
love that shit, man.
It would be perfect if
This
it.
nigga is George Bush.
It would be.
love
It
capitalism.
would be perfect if it wasn't white supremacists reign.
But that's why it don't work.
I know that's why it don't work. That's what I just
But-
said.
but-
I don't
I'm
think it
gonna
would work
keep it
either way.
I think it would.
Right,
work.
but I was just about to say,
Keeping
but
people
also-
poor like that?
Yeah, I'm about to
Hey,
say.
some people got to be poor.
No,
Nah,
they
bro.
don't.
It don't have to be like that.
No, they don't.
It
say
don't
that.
gotta be like that.
Unless you a commie, what y'all commies?
That's such an American way to think.
I'm a
What are y'all
socialist.
commies?
I'm
You
a
commies?
socialist.
You're a socialist.
I'm a socialist.
You think equality of outcome? Everybody, no matter what they do, they should have equality, no matter what the fuck.
I
they
think that the government that
do. I don't
we
want the
furnish,
government to do nothing for me.
I think that's stupid.
No, it ain't. Only
That's
thing I
dumb.
need the government to do is basic shit. Healthcare. All right. Healthcare. What else they can do? Oh, and the wars and shit that we fight.
If the government doing
They don't even do
healthcare
that.
to you,
The
that's
truth of that.
socialist. Social Security is socialist.
Everything's going to have a social aspect.
It's
to it.
like-
every system is
Right.
going to have a social aspect.
But I
to
need
it.
more of it. Because see, here
You
go
want the
problem.
government to take care of you, boy?
Yeah.
Come and raise your kids.
Yeah, because you know what? The government wouldn't exist without me. So yeah, I want
no,
to do
I want
something.
the people to be the government, not the
people-
government take care of the people.
The people can be the government.
Smaller government. I'm for smaller government.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm not, because I feel like we don't have a. You can't say you want smaller government when you have 300 million people. You can
Yeah,
say
you
you want
can.
smaller government when you have 10,000.
Get it how
Yeah.
you live.
No, you can't do
No.
that.
Yes, you
but
can.
our government is embedded into this capitalism. though.
Right, like
Yeah.
it's all.
Hey,
one
get it
thing.
how you live.
Nah, bro.
I don't want nobody telling me what I'm supposed to do or what I'm supposed to be or this is what you.
That's
No.
communism. We're not trying to tell you what you're supposed to do or supposed to be. I just feel like the government can't stay afloat without tax money from the people. So if I'm giving you tax money, I should be able to tell you what to do with my tax money.
I know that's something that could be fixed within capitalism, though, not changing the whole capitalist
No, it
system.
can't. No,
Yes,
it
it
can't.
can.
No, it
Why
can't.
can't? Why can't track where the money
Because
goes?
capitalism, it infiltrates things. It perverses things that shouldn't be in. They shouldn't be into. The government capitalism should not infiltrate into healthcare. Healthcare
Yeah,
is
I
a
said that.
right.
Yeah.
Healthcare is a
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
but because of capitalism, we've made it for profit or whatever. It's a whole bunch of other stuff too.
I don't know if healthcare is a right.
It is a right.
It is a right.
How is
I
not a
don't know.
right?
Human
I can show you
being.
how healthcare right now. If it's a homeless man with no job, no money, no insurance, he get hit by a car. Do we leave him out there to die? Or do we call, when we call the ambulance, do they have to take him to the hospital and fix him? They take him to the hospital and fix him. Why? Because it's a right to live, bro. You can't say healthcare not a right. It's a
I don't know
right.
if it's a right.
The only thing, capitalism is perverse, and it gets his little dick in everything.
Oh, no, no,
Everything.
no. I just
Everything.
wanted to say, you said that we can't track the money. Yes, we can track the money.
Track what money?
You just said that capitalism, when I spend my money, I should know where it's going. Blah,
No,
blah,
no,
blah.
that's not what I'm saying. I said when I
see
spend
your
my money, I
tax
should
money.
be able to say
Track-
where it's going.
Have a say so.
Yes.
I need to
that's
be able to
something I'm
tell
saying.
you.
That's something that can be
You don't
fixed.
have no
No,
say so when your
it
money
was-
goes.
No,
But-
I know we don't right now, but I'm saying that could be something that could be fixed without changing from capitalism.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Just because it's not now, that don't mean that it's something that could still apply to capitalism.
But they're too money hungry.
Right.
Like they
Yeah,
don't
because
want
if
to
you
lose
say
like a
white
little.
folks,
if
it
you-
always go back to crackers.
What? Because if you say Bria right, because if you say I want $22 trillion of the government money or whatever to go to insurance or whatever, right? They just gonna say no.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Who-
government at
who
this
is- who is
point-
you?
at
If
this-
all the people say it, then yeah, but
Okay,
not just
but
you.
all the people do want health care.
Then vote.
It's like 80% of
Then
people
vote.
want health care.
Then vote
Vote for who?
For who though?
for the person that's going to keep their health care.
But it's all deep
Y'all
All you gotta do is vote, right?
into
Y'all niggas hate
corporations
Bernie
All we
and
got to do is vote,
capitalism.
right? If the people want the health care, vote, get behind the candidate that's going to say,
Yeah, but
this
as
is what
soon
we're
as
going
they
to do.
you have
get in
to check-
office, they're gonna get corrupted, and then they're not
Did
gonna let
Obama-
them get away with
Not
what
only
we
that,
want them to.
You have to change
Did
the
Obama-
system. You have to change the
Obama
system.
did
You have
change
to
the system.
change the.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
No, he
Tank.
didn't.
He didn't change the whole healthcare system.
No, because the healthcare system is still a
Wait a
for-profit
minute,
system.
Oh, okay. So
You have to make it not for-profit.
Before I could get cancer and just go and get a healthcare plan, huh?
What?
Tell me, well, I'm gonna jump across this table.
Yes, he changed small things about it.
They ain't changed no small
But at
thing.
the
He
end
changed
of
the
day-
whole
at the
healthcare
end-
system.
Okay, but look at what you said. I
right.
can get cancer and go get health care. You still have to
Exactly.
pay for it. They just wasn't allowing them to get it because they already had cancer. I need
Yes.
you to be able to get cancer and go get treatment. That's what I need.
Somebody got to pay for
And
that.
not having to
intern-
pay for it.
Somebody
Why?
got to pay for it.
Intern Bud.
Well, who's the doctors? Everybody.
Intern Bud say 56% of Americans say the federal government should be responsible for making sure all Americans have health care coverage, up slightly from the 52% of the last evaluation. That was in 2017. Thank you, Intern Bud. I'll say this too.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll say this too. I think we all,
I
I
agree.
think most people, besides Republicans, because y'all sick, evil bastards, but besides them, I think everybody think insurance and healthcare should be free.
Hell yeah.
But I think part of that as well is the fact that, like, I think there's this thing with capitalism that creates this love for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love, like, money. Capitalism, like I said, it's so perverse, bro. It takes away humanity.
I was just about to say
It
that.
takes away
It takes
humanity,
the
dog. Like,
humanity.
it makes you think that the only thing that matters is
Is
money.
money.
That's it. Like, and that's not true.
And you can have all the money, like billions of dollars. You make billions of dollars a year, and you see a homeless person on the street, and you won't even help
that
them out,
sounds
give them
like
a
a-
dollar
that
because you want
sounds-
all your money.
Yeah, but see, that sounds like more like a personal thing. Like when he said like the niggas can't change shit until they realize but they got self-hate and they hold white people to this standard.
Right.
When you saying that is perverse and it takes away humanity, that's a personal thing that individually people need to realize.
Well,
It is.
I need to realize money ain't shit, and I'm happy with what the fuck I got.
But
Well, the poor people realize
that's
that, but
That's
people
what capitalism, though.
Exactly.
Capitalism, just like how to be woke as a black person, you have to realize you hate yourself. For capitalism to work under the conditions you're saying, the first thing they have to realize is the shit don't work. People see a thing about being American. This go back to the podcast we had about being patriotic and shit, right? When you born as an American, they ingrain certain shit into you, right? We associate capitalism with being American. Like, that's part of being American. We don't think you can be American and not be a capitalist. Right. It's the American dream. One day, I ain't going to be on these streets eating roaches, and I'm going to be in the caviar.
It's a
No, you're
false
not.
reality, though.
That's
It's
not
not
going to ever
reality.
happen.
It's not gonna happen.
But it does happen.
Rare
For a very
It's just
small
like when
percentage
Matt
of
was like,
people.
when we were saying niggas ain't got no money, and Matt was like, we ain't got no athletes. Shut up. Right now, it's not pretty good.
I'm living pretty decent. What percentage am I in America?
Low, actually. You could be living.
I know,
low
and to
decent.
be this low or whatever, just like you said, we got to realize that money ain't shit. All this, I'm pretty happy with life. I
No,
could be
that's
happier
true.
with more,
But, bro,
I'm good.
you can't-
I'm not at the bottom. I'm not in the bottom of the capitalist system. Like, oh, woe is me and
I
shit
think
like
especially
that.
for black
I'm
people,
straight.
I think especially for black people, we have to realize that like we don't really have shit, and then just because
Yes, we do.
no,
man.
just
Yeah,
because
that's
three or
what
four, just because 3 or 4 of us get it, don't
I
mean
ain't
everybody else
talking about
got it.
being rich. I'm just talking about basic, essential needs for life to have a good life.
Bud just shared this with me.
What's that?
Said an average of $2.4 million to be considered a wealthy person in America. That's how much money you need to make to be considered wealthy. $2.4 million, according to a survey by Charles Schwab, which surveyed Americans the age of 21 to
Annually?
75 annually,
Oh, okay.
or whatever. Only about 10% of Americans are worth $1 million or more, according to this report.
That's a lot.
No, it's not.
That is a lot. 10%.
That's not even 25%.
No, but that's
not even a quarter of
10%
people.
of 100 people.
No, 10%
It's not a lot of people.
is considered wealthy. So that's
No, 10% are worth $1 million.
Yeah, that's
shit,
not
that's wealthy to
wealthy.
me.
But see, here go the thing, and we gonna talk about this on another podcast. 'Cause I know Matt said he wanted to be here for that one. But it's like the capitalism creates this shit. The wage is not growing, but the cost is or whatever, right? Because these corporations, they like, well, I'm gonna charge more. Well, I'm gonna charge more. Well, I'm gonna charge more. Well, I'm gonna charge more.
making
That's
billions of
capitalism.
dollars.
You can trade whatever you want.
All the problems I have with capitalism have to do with the individuals who participating in it. And you can say that that's what capitalism does. Hey, people is fucking idiots. God damn it. It's because if the wages want the wages to grow, vote for the motherfucker who gonna get the wages up there. It's always opportunity to change the shit.
But see, you know what happens?
Now we saying that voting is nothing. What the hell we voting for?
You know what though? Like with Bernie Sanders, he was a Democratic socialist. Shout out Bernie Sanders. I'm a Democratic
And that
socialist.
bitch
Hillary.
railroaded them, but
She
we ain't gonna get on
did.
that.
She really did though. She really
fucked
did
them.
fuck Bernie over. She did.
but-
She did. But regardless though, it's so many people who like if it was Bernie versus Trump, it's so many people that would have still voted for Trump because Bernie was a socialist and they associate that with not being American. That's just like if you say you don't think we should have free range on guns, you're not American. That's just like they say that we're a republic because we have representatives, but I believe in democracy, one man, one vote. And they say that's not American either, right? Because what happens with this shit is white people created this country, they created the Constitution, they created all that shit. And white people, that's why I keep saying that with the patriotism thing. This they shit, bro. This ain't our shit. We need to make our own shit. This they shit because white people don't see none of that shit as some shit that should include you. And if you say you don't
we
go,
gonna make our own shit.
we not. But but bro, if you say you don't go with some shit on the Constitution, you a fucking traitor.
Yeah.
Straight up, they act like that piece of paper is written in stone. Let me say this one time: fuck the Constitution, because you know what? The Constitution started off saying I'm not even a man. I had to fucking. It was a whole almost 100 extra years before they even wanted to recognize my great elder as a fucking
Constitution still
person.
got slavery in it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
A
here.
form of it.
We had to make an amendment to something that's supposed to be so holy and great. So
Man,
if you have to
that
change
was years
it,
ago.
Yeah, okay.
That was it.
Yeah, that was years ago.
It was a whole It was a whole different time.
Yeah,
then.
get
That's
the
what they're
fuck
saying.
Man, it's the
Y'all.
same time. It just looked different.
Yeah, ain't no different. Fuck that
Same
Constitution.
thing.
That Constitution don't
Same
mean nothing.
thing.
I think
Be the same white people from then.
It's
I
same.
think-
It's just all the same.
I think a
Ain't
proper
nothing.
government or whatever, since the second part of this show clearly been about how the government should be run.
I like it.
I think a proper government should review their constitution every 25 years. And then if it need to be rewrite that shit.
No.
I
'Cause shit
actually
changes.
agree with that
Mm.
because
Shit
things
changes.
change
I don't
over
know,
time.
man. I don't know about all that.
What you talking about?
I
You-
don't
how
know
many,
about the
um,
social because man, I'm telling you, man.
Bro,
these-
if you would have had a constitution like that, we would have been free as slaves in the
I
1800s.
like the way the Constitution is, and then make amendments to it like that. I don't
Nah,
I
I
like
think
that
that
shit.
certain things
I
just
don't
need
like
to be
that
done away
shit.
with. Like that whole thing about slavery, throw it away.
Right. Because
Throw it away.
About slavery, what's talking about?
if we review the Constitution every 25 years, the Constitution came out in 1780 or whatever, because the Declaration of Independence was in 1776, but the actual Constitution was written after we became an actual nation or whatever, right? So that means 1805, they would have had to review the Constitution.
What's the difference between every 25 years reviewing it and
And
taking
the
some stuff
amendments,
out in amendments? What's the
this
difference?
is because amendments got to be voted upon and
It still would have to be
It
voted
would still be
upon. You're
voted.
reviewing it. It's not like we just gonna write a new one.
amendments had to be voted upon and like I was saying, goddamn it, and what if the now because it's still a capitalist system or whatever. Now what if everything is back to get rid of the guns for some reason? Everybody start
Then
going
get
with
rid of
that.
the fucking
All right, what if I
guns.
don't want to get rid of my gun?
Then that's you lose.
Then
if you
I
don't
lose.
have the majority.
Then fuck it, leave it the
Because
way it is.
But that is still
like
about
that
a
now.
majority.
Right.
That's
It's
the way it
like
is
that
now.
So what?
It's like that now. If the shit don't go your way, then it is.
It's
what
like
it
it is what it is. You
Yeah,
can't-
I don't like the child.
It's all
support
about
laws.
Yeah, but it
majority.
takes a lot.
I don't
to
like the child support
amend
laws
the
in the state.
Constitution.
I don't like the child support laws in the state of Florida. Right? I voted every time against the person who fucking want the fucked up child support laws. Every time I lost, so I got to live under the laws.
Yeah, but you don't already have it though. Like this is a right that I already have. I already have a gun. So now if you're going to change it, now you're going to come and
So
take
the
it
fuck
away.
what? That's how
But the
you
majority-
said-
You said
But
something
the
for you, but what about the person who
What
don't
about
want
the
it?
slave owners?
But the
Or whatever.
majority of people are not going to say do away with guns. Ain't
Right,
nobody in
that's
America.
never gonna happen.
Never
That's
know.
never gonna
And
God
happen.
who
damn it,
give a
I don't,
fuck?
you never know.
Who give a fuck?
Nah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
What guns going?
This is the thing.
What do you need a gun for?
And then people
What do you need a
do
gun
it,
for?
I'm asking you a question. What you need a gun for?
For protection.
Okay,
but
in your
people
house.
get it how they want
For
to
protection.
anyway.
I know,
Either
but
way,
you need a
it
gun for
don't-
protection,
You need a
right?
gun
Yes,
for
but
protection
if they
from, from who, Cedric?
In case you get robbed or in the
Okay,
home invasion.
stop right there. When people say they want gun control, let's not get this skewed. It's not like people want to take everybody guns. What they want to do is take the fucking private sale of guns and put more regulations on it. And they also want to take guns away from mentally ill people. And then they want it the way you can't buy an AK-47. All that shit should be done by now. It should be already
No,
done.
no.
Because if you want a shotgun to protect your house or a handgun to protect your house,
No.
cool.
No,
but
no.
you shouldn't be able to walk around
You should-
Texas
no, you should be
with
able to
an
buy.
AK-47 on your hill.
You should be able to buy AK-47 because they make AK-47. So until they stop making
Capitalism.
AK-47s,
Told you, Bree.
no.
He one of them.
No, this is just reality.
one of them.
Wait a minute.
It's Trump with
hold it.
dreads.
Wait. Wait. Are they
Dread D Trump?
Are they going to stop making AK-47s?
Yes, for civilians. They'll make them for the government. They'll still get their money.
Civilians ain't gonna be able to get their hands on.
My
the
nigga, they don't make
AK-47s.
AK-47s in England. That niggas in England don't have guns, and I don't see nobody bitching about. Man, I really wish you had
Exactly.
guns, mate. Like I just don't hear that shit. Niggas in Australia,
England is not America.
Even something more better. Even something more better. In Australia in 1997, and intern Bud, you can look this up because Tank like to say I be full of shit. So in Australia in 1997 or somewhere around that time, they had a mass shooting with an AK-47 and all that shit. The Australian lawmakers was like, nah, fuck that. This ain't happening again. And they took away the sale of the automatic rifles and shit. You can still own a shotgun and shit like that. But all that other bullshit gun shit like we got here, they took that away. They haven't had a mass shooting since. So I don't want to hear the shit, dog. Like the argument
Let's
is
just
no.
get off of guns.
All right,
because
no, I
guns
want
is
to
just
stay
like
on.
a
I want to
topic
stay on
that's
guns.
just
I want to stay
like-
on guns. So they take everybody's guns, right? Y'all don't have
Okay.
no guns. Somebody comes breaking your house in the home
They
invasion.
not
Then what?
gonna take your gun.
No, I'm just saying if it is because
We not selling to dumb people no more.
okay.
And we not letting you get
But
illegal guns.
So that
What's
means,
wrong with that?
Okay, so that means
You can't defend yourself
Wait,
without an
you can't-
AK-47?
So okay, now, everybody, now, just because you're only going to give it to legal people, that means the gangsters they're not going to have guns.
Gangsters gonna have guns.
They're gonna
That's
have
not what I'm
guns,
talking
right?
about. But listen, Listen, Cedric,
still
that's
gonna
not what
have
we're talking
guns.
about. If you want to defend your house from D creeping in trying to steal Oreos at night or whatever, you don't need an AK-47.
No, I just want one.
That's how you're gonna get shot because you're gonna miss and kick the guitar, and Tank gonna come down with his AK.
Yeah, but you don't need an AK-47 for
one.
That's what
that.
I'm
You
saying.
don't
What
need
you
that.
need
You can do it
AK-47
with a
want one.
handgun or a shotgun.
you want
Because you
one.
want one.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story.
I'm telling you, it's
a whole
dread
different
Trump.
story.
It's Trump with
Well, what's
dread.
wrong with wanting one? Why shouldn't I want one?
You can want one all you want to, but is it good for society?
It's good for me.
I would like a nuclear bomb. Should I be able to own that? If somebody can
So I can blow up a
manufacture-
country if I
if
want to?
somebody can manufacture a nuclear bomb.
Is that legal now? Is that legal?
No, it's not. That's
Okay,
I'm
then.
saying.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
I'm talking about it's
Say
legal to
they
have
made-
AK.
Say they made it legal.
No, and now we're talking about hypotheticals.
No, we talking about hypotheticals with taking the guns away too. So shut your
Whatever.
ass up. So say they made it legal that nuclear bombs can be legally owned. Should I be able to buy one?
Should you be able to buy a nuke? See, I can't talk about dumb hypotheticals.
Come on.
1996
is when it happened.
How many have
then
we
they
had
and
in
they
the past 5
away-
years?
now listen, Australia, people don't get it twisted. You can own a gun in Australia.
Right.
You just cannot own an automatic weapon. And that shit happened in 1996,
Yeah.
and they was like, we taking away from that shit. You can't own automatic weapons no more.
Well, I'm glad I don't live there.
They
Goddamn
banned
it.
the sale of automatic
If I
weapons.
want a chopper, I'll go get a chopper.
You glad you don't live there, so you ain't got to worry about your kid going to school getting shot up? Because that's not happening in Australia.
That's
They
happening
ain't
at
shooting
the,
up
no,
the
no,
movie
no,
theaters.
no. That's happening at the white schools.
Not in Australia.
No, I'm talking about here.
Australia,
I ain't never worried about the leg getting shot.
It ain't happening to nobody in Australia.
Ain't nobody shooting up
Nobody.
in that Biscayne.
That's
all my point
My
is.
kid go to a white school, so I'm worried about it. So
Well,
yeah, Bud kids go to a white school. D worked at a
Hey,
white
but
school.
y'all better get out there. Y'all better
Oh,
get out there
black
and
school.
march.
You ain't getting shot.
Y'all better get out there and march.
You
Then.
out of control.
He not out of control. He's dread Trump.
Hey, you.
Trump out of control too.
That's exactly.
Hey, ain't know what you're voting for. Y'all say vote whenever. Go vote. Y'all better go march.
You know
then.
what? You know what we gonna do next week? We gonna do should black people be Democrats? We gonna do that next week. You know why? Because this shit bleeding right into that. Because you a fucking Republican.
No, I'm a
Yeah,
libertarian.
Oh, so you're a Republican that smoke weed?
I like that.
Because that's all libertarians are.
Yeah, well, what's wrong with being a Republican?
It's a lot wrong with it. It's inhumane. It's
But
vile.
you label
and it's
you label
disgusting.
me a Republican. What's wrong with being a Democrat?
It's a lot wrong with being a Democrat. But we'll
What's
talk about
wrong?
that next week.
I wanna
on the
talk
next
about it
show.
now. How much time
I'm
we
saying,
got?
I'll tell you about the Republican thing. Name a policy that Republicans have that is pro-human.
Man, fuck the Republicans and the Democrats.
No, you said what's wrong with being one. I want to know.
No, I was asking you. I
I'm
didn't
saying,
ask you.
they
Shit.
don't have any-
I don't like neither one of them
They don't
motherfuckers.
have-
You called me a Republican.
You are a Republican, Trump.
Because you act like a Republican.
You do. You Trump. Bro, you
Yeah.
Trump. You are a hood Trump.
Yeah.
Because Trump the same way. Trump secretly don't give a fuck about nobody either. But he always be like, yeah, I don't want y'all to lose y'all
But
guns.
see, that's the thing about capitalism and you getting in good. When you get comfortable and you in your own little bubble, then you start forgetting about other people.
That's right.
Well,
But some people don't think that's wrong. People think that, oh, this is my life. I'm living my life, so I just do what I do.
Nah, fuck
I don't
that.
really have to care about other people.
Nah,
you
fuck
don't.
that. Fuck that.
But you should.
I don't feel that way, though.
You
I
should.
feel that
in
if
the
I...
black community, we should. Fuck
we
crackers.
should what? Still care
the
about...
next
Oh,
person,
okay.
the neighbor.
Uh-oh.
Nigga.
Yes, he can. Long as he say the poor ones. Long as he put poor white people in front of it, he's fine. Because Republicans don't care about poor white people.
Yeah, they don't care about poor white people.
I just don't understand the Republican thing no more. Like back in the day, like old school Republicans like Colin Powell and George Bush and stuff like that, I kind of got it because it was like, okay, we love money more than we love people. But now it's like they ridiculous now. Like Ted Cruz and Donald Trump and all them, like that's not even normal, bro. Like that's a whole different level of fucking crazy. Like that's crazy.
That's how they really are behind closed doors.
Yeah, and now they out with it.
And now it's out.
Tea Party did
It's
that.
out now.
I don't care what Matt say. Tea Party did that, man. Cause because the Tea Party started at grassroots. We just gonna slide a little racism in, but y'all don't worry about it, okay? And they did, and they won. That's man. Let me tell y'all something. I've been saying for years, the white people that threw water hoses and dogs on those marching people ain't dead.
They're not dead
and they
yet.
voting again.
Yes, they are.
That's all it is. Like whatever. Like, and they Republican.
I'm telling you, the world ain't gonna get better till all of them die off.
That's true. We got a whole bunch of deaths that we need, man. For real.
Which is bad to say, but that's the
They
reality.
right. They do teach their kids.
Oh yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
true. But we also teach our kids. Our kids ain't having that no more.
Yeah,
Sorry.
society more integrated now.
Yeah,
You know, the
it's
white
different
bitches
now.
getting black dick. It's fucking up the whole system.
Tank, that's actually right.
You know.
Sometimes, for once, you're actually right. I do think that we mixing together more than we used to.
course.
But I'll say this: if you listening to this show and you in Seattle, no wait, Portland, because we don't have no listeners in Washington yet, or you in Sacramento or San Francisco, or you listening to us and you up in New York or like New Jersey, or you in London or Ireland, you probably don't know what we're talking about because you like, well, shit, when I look around, I don't see all that.
Right.
Because we do have to remember we in the South. But y'all really need to come here because, like, white people down here is like a time warp. For real, for real. Like, they don't get it. They don't understand. And it's like Bud say, they've been taught by their granddaddies and they grandmas that it's not equal.
And while we talking about all of this, America is still young. Like while we're talking about reform
As
and
a
all that
nation.
kind yes, as a nation. Like you got so much to learn, so many things to do.
I don't want to be American, y'all. I really just want our own little plot or whatever, a land. Yeah, I would love to be Canadian,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure they'll treat us the same way if it was too. I'm with Tank on that one.
Canada.
If you had an influx of niggas, they'll be like, wait a minute, wait, too many niggas. So I just think like we need. It's funny, it's weird because do y'all feel like we can go back to Africa and just assimilate into the culture?
Nah,
Bria said, yeah.
I don't fucking know. I
It's
like
gonna
what
take time,
I like
but
where we
if
at
you
now.
assimilate into the culture, I think that'd be fine.
See, that's my thing.
I like where we at right now.
But see, here go my
Just
thing. I was
fix this
telling
shit.
somebody about Africa, like going back to Africa and assimilating into African culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
African culture is lost because of European
What do you
and
mean,
colonization.
African? I don't agree with that, but okay.
Dude, it's so much of like a gap in Africa or
Yeah.
whatever amongst the people of like people who are rich and people who are poor. And like the rich people don't respect the traditions of African traditions that the poor people do. It's the same. It's just like here. So if we went there, it'd be the same thing.
That's the problem, dog. Fuck that. We done built this bitch up nice and pretty.
But that's what I was just about to say, man. Too many niggas done died for this shit.
So don't leave
And,
this.
yeah, fuck it, man.
I'm cool with staying
I'm
here,
riding
but
with the
niggas
ship.
Niggas need to be ready to take it over.
Black people get to take back every invention black people made. They can't use them.
Well, if we leave,
Well,
if
niggas ain't
we
got
li-
that kind of power.
we- if we-
I'm saying.
Nah,
I was
that's
gonna
a
say
good
I
point.
don't know if that's gonna work.
But for everybody that can't hear Bud, he said that if we leave, we get to take all our shit that we invented back with us
You should have been on the podcast.
or whatever. You should just been on the podcast. but that being said, though, also if we leave, the economy crash.
They do.
So that'll teach them a lesson. So there you go, and you ain't gotta leave. Let's just everybody
I'm
take a 2-day
50-50
vacation.
on that though. I'm 50-50. I don't know if I would stay or if I would.
Next
Go.
week
I
on
don't
Bruh
know.
Listen, what's that first thing you said? Should niggas be
Democrat.
Democrat and should we lead this bitch? That's too good.
Oh, that's too good one.
That's too good.
They're not gonna let it.
They're not gonna let us leave. I
because they know it's gonna crash. Everything.
I'm
gonna
not.
go
I'm so
crazy.
not patriotic, dog. Like I'm not. Only time I'm patriotic is when it comes to sports. Like if it's the Olympics, nigga, Michael Phelps, you swim, nigga, you swim.
I'll be the nigga telling y'all, yeah, let's all go. Everybody go. And I'm going to go sit my ass right on the front lawn and chill.
That sounds like something you do.
Yeah. Y'all ever seen that Facebook video of that nigga eating that chicken? Like, y'all niggas want to leave? Y'all go ahead and go back. I'm stay here. It's Popeyes here. They ain't got Popeyes in Nigeria. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I just, at this point, I don't know what we can do because
Yeah.
I don't feel like we African no more or whatever.
Well, yeah, we're not.
We only African by
know
blood,
nothing
right?
about that.
We ain't African no more, and we damn sure not American. So what are we? We're lost
just-
people.
Niggas.
Yeah.
We niggas. We
I like
we
that.
niggas.
That sounded deep, boy.
We niggas,
We ain't African no more, just in our blood, and we ain't American, so what are we?
We niggas.
Niggas.
That's it.
Niggas. Niggas. Niggas.
Thanks, D. Nah, that's accurate though,
Yeah.
man. We just lost people, man. And I feel like that goes back to full circle to what we were talking about. Well, yeah, it is sad with the stop snitching thing. We don't have a sense of community anymore because I feel like from the 50s of what we were to what we are now, we lost. I think in the 50s, and then if you go back, keep going back in time, we were always trying to find something or seek something, right? And now that we not looking for civil rights no more,
I was gonna say,
and
yeah,
we
now
not
that it's
looking
not
for
as
we
bad.
not looking for freedom.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing to strive for as a people, and we don't know what we want to be. We just lost. Yeah, we're a lost tribe. We are the lost tribe of Israel. for you 1%ers. Except we not from there.
5%ers.
5%ers. We the lost tribe of America. That's what we are. That's what we are. We just floating. I should write a book about this. That should be good. But hey, man, everybody, we appreciate you listening to us, man, and checking us out again. All 6 of y'all. That's what's up. And remember, you can catch us on YouTube Live at 6 p.m. on Saturdays, and you can listen to this show on all your podcast providers. I just want to give a quick shout out real quick to my other podcast, Flag on the Play, with intern Bud and me. We talk about things like sports and other stuff like that. It's way funnier than this. And for all you niggas that don't like to talk about serious stuff, you can listen to that. And if you catch us tomorrow at 12 p.m., we'll be on the Pigskin Dynasty podcast. Y'all find them on Facebook or whatever. And if it's not tomorrow at 12 p.m., you can just go look it up because we're going to be on there. We're going to guest star on their podcast. So that's what's up. And yeah, we appreciate it. So we're going to get to these final thoughts. Tank, what's your final thought? See if you can do it without Matt.
Damn, man, I'm supposed to be the rebounder. Capitalism just need a little bit of more democracy involved in it, and it'll be perfect. But that wasn't even what we were talking about. Was it?
We was.
Stop
We was.
snitching. Oh yeah, and to stop snitching. Yeah. Only snitch if it got something to do with you, nigga. That's my point. Fuck 'em.
Good points, both. Brill, what's your final thoughts?
Yeah, you guys kind of got me thinking on the whole snitching thing about sometimes it's not necessary, even though wrong is wrong. Maybe sometimes it might not be necessary. I don't know. So I'm kind of on the fence about that now. But I feel like if you see a crack house on the street, everybody need to say something so the crack house can go away. If you see somebody get murdered and you saw who did it, if it was Tay-Tay, tell the police it was Tay-Tay and move on so we can get this out of our community. As far as capitalism, man, fuck capitalism.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't agree with capitalism at all. I think that we need to level the playing field a little bit.
Commie.
A lot bit.
Damn right, we commies.
You right.
Ruska,
Whatever.
Polska, Ruska, Maska. That's it. You
Yeah.
done?
We've
Okay.
been real inconsiderate to the patrons of the crack houses, the crackheads out there.
Fuck
They
them
need their crack.
crackheads.
That
Fuck
ain't
them.
helping nobody.
That's making it even worse.
That ain't helping
Fuck
nobody.
that shit.
All right, well, fuck
What
'em.
benefit is that to
Yeah, it
anybody?
ain't helping nobody. Fuck
I don't
them.
know. I ain't no basil.
You can do whatever you want to your body, but
That's
fuck.
the first
fuck
time I
it,
heard that word in a long
A
time.
baser?
Baser.
Shit,
Oh,
you don't hang around us
snap.
enough.
Yeah.
Baser.
My final thought is this, man.
I'm gonna use that now. Baser.
I'm not gonna like we say, man. It's not all, don't dry snitch, but you can wet snitch all you want. Wet snitch your ass off, and because you know what, man, I want all these murders to stop. The young lady, man, all due respect too, seriously, all serious, real quick. The young lady who I work with, man, very beautiful person. She was super excited about having her baby, man, and her life was taken way too brief. She was only in her 20s. She was like 22 years old. That's ridiculous, man. We got to stop this shit. And if it takes snitching to stop it, we got to stop it.
Ooh,
We can't just keep fucking killing ourselves, man, when we already got other people trying to kill us. So, like, if you got to tell on a nigga, tell on a nigga, man. For real, for real. And as far as capitalism goes, man, fuck capitalism. Just like Bria said, Bernie Sanders, why don't you just go ahead and get a governmental coup and take this bitch over, and then we'll run it like the socialist party that we
They don't
should
want it.
be. Free my niggas.
They don't
That's what I'm talking about. But, man, hey, everybody, man, we appreciate you listening, bro. Listen, podcast number 17 in the books. I think it's number 17.
Yes.
Y'all make sure y'all check out Flag on the Play tomorrow on Pigskin Dynasty. And if you're not listening on Saturday and tomorrow's not your Sunday, just go check it out anyways or whatever. Give us a like and a share. Make sure you like and share Bro Listen Podcast. And just follow us on Facebook and interact with us, man. But as always, all power to the people. Peace.